I don't have...
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf
Nari.
Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Brought to you by Slick Sticks, your key to better golf. Dave Schmandel and Slick Sticks. Clubs, grips, repairs, adjusting loft and lies, re-gripping, flight scope, and more. Slicksticks.com. Dave Schmandel, 805-598-9993. So we were just talking about the PGA Championship 2019. Billy's got his picks already. Man, you're fired up.
I'm
dude.
in a pool, so I had to go into my
gotcha.
wallet to see which pool the guys I had in my pool. But, it's one of those categories, the top 100 players, and there's 25 in each bracket.
Yeah.
And all top 100 are playing.
How much was your pool to get in?
$5. I'm in 3.
Well,
500?
I was Billy.
5?
I was going to give you 5 today, but Brody took it. Sorry, just wanted to make sure.
He chewed up.
Do you have a credit card? Oh, no, they're chewed up. But so I call it a nickel. It's a $500 pool, but I say 5 because I don't want them.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Tax people could be listening.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So I did pick mine, but I'm just curious. But I haven't done DraftKings. We have accounts, right? Should I go in and look? I don't even know how that. Remember we did it for the Masters.
Yeah, and I'll send an invite.
Do that.
So,
We do it before I leave. So do it before Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on Monday.
You have to do it
that's when
before
they
it
put
starts.
Yeah,
Right.
I tried to do it early, and it picked the tournament that's going on this weekend.
So
I
Jim
canceled it.
picked Tiger, which is, you know what? I got to tell you, it's a good pick. If you guys have been listening to the show for years, I wasn't the biggest Tiger fan, but man, he proved it to me in the Masters. Huge fan. Wish him all the best. Could be a great pick, by the way. But
So here are the odds.
It's my 4. I didn't pick him.
You want the odds?
Yeah.
In the lead, Woods 8-1, Dustin Johnson 10-1, McIlroy 12-1,
The Koepka thing's ticking me off.
Koepka 10-1,
What did you say the McIlroy was?
12-1.
Oh, so Koepka's in front of him. Okay.
Yeah, they
What about
listed him
Dustin?
for
What was Dustin?
Dustin's 10-1 with Koepka. Justin Thomas 16-1, Fowler 16-1, Rahm and Rose 18-1.
Rahm could be a great pick.
It's a far.
18-1, you said?
Yeah, Molinari 20-1, DeChambeau, Day, Shoffley, and Fleetwood all 25-1. Spieth 30-1. With Finau also 30-1, Kuchar 41,
Phil, where are you?
Reed
he's
41, Matsuyama
90.
41, Cantlay 40-1.
Really? God, he's
Mickelson-
one of my picks.
Mickelson 50-1 with Adam Scott. 60-1 are all these players: Garcia, Simpson, Oosthuizen, Bubba Watson, Stenson, Leishman, Woodland, and Poulter.
I don't think Poulter could hit it far enough.
Hey, weather's going to be trouble there, right? So
Don't know.
that's what they're
Was that-
saying.
are they saying that?
Yeah, and Leishman is a wind.
Well, yeah, he's from
He's a
England.
weather-
Is he English or is he
He's
from
Australian.
So he's Australian. So he's one
Plays
of
in the wind
He's a wind guy.
and rain. He can play good.
So is Jim in DraftKings? We
No,
got
we
to
can invite
get
him.
Jim in there.
Yeah.
And
Text me.
so now I need
Yeah.
to do some thinking about this, but
Let me talk about Fleetwood for a second. He's playing right now in the wind and rain. He's playing good.
is he? And you said that
I think it's Europe.
Rose was playing. Oh, he's in Europe playing.
Yeah, but they're playing.
Fleetwood.
They're getting ready. It's a good way to get ready.
Did I read today? You can check it, Mike. That Roy decided to up his European tour card again. He's going back to Europe to play.
Let's find out.
I think I read that. He wants to focus back in Europe, and I think I read that. I don't know. Could have been a dream. So I had the pleasure of talking with Jim, and we were talking about golf instruction, Mike. And I was thinking that either we should do a segment, we can do it today. But if you had to give one tip to somebody, just one, any beginner golfer, never played golf, and they just come up and said, you got 5 minutes. This person, 5 minutes to give us a single tip. What would that be? What would you tell the one person?
They're brand spanking new.
Never touched the golf club. They're new to the game. They're middle-aged. Not a kid, because that's easy. Just let the kid do his thing. But what would you tell us? What would you do? And it's an interesting question because most golf pros just barf everything they've ever learned on you, right? And I shouldn't say most. Many instructors do that, right? But what if you had 2 minutes? 2 minutes. What would that be? What would you tell the person to do? So I find that. Are you thinking over there, Jim?
I already have it.
You
I have
already
a story
have
for
it.
you. I have a story for
All right. Well, let's
The first thing that came to my mind, just the one single term, is balance.
balance. Okay.
That would be the first thing.
Okay.
And then the second part for me is
Well,
just
So, like-
the gripping of the club, the holding of the club.
how's this, Mike?
Yeah.
Balanced.
Well, you told me like keeping it really simple.
No,
So-
that's, I mean, no, it was a
so
perfect
to
answer.
me, it's
So-
it's
so-
balance and it's grip.
Okay.
And the reason I'll say that, I'll summarize, is when I say grip, it's helping them to comprehend what the grip, like when you hold the club, what it really means and what it really does. And then the balance is if you can make the motion of the swing in balance and you understand the tension of how to hold the club, then they're going to have motion and power. And if they have motion and power, and they have
2 minutes is
balance-
up.
and they have balance, then the club head should come back to the ball pretty consistently. It might not always get to the center of the club face for a lot of the other different things.
2 minutes 22.
But at least they get a sense of what it's like to stay balanced, to feel the club head, to feel contact. Because most people are afraid to miss.
3 minutes 5.
Yeah.
3 minutes 5.
That's where I would go.
Not bad. You did 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Good, Bill. Good, Mike.
That's where I would go. If it's brand spanking.
Yeah,
new.
you got 2 minutes, Joe.
Well, it actually happened to me, and it's the opening of Monarch Dunes Challenge course.
You know you're on the clock.
I know, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
so let me know when
It's
you're
over with.
So let me know. So
In 10
so you
seconds,
can,
it's over
you
with.
can lead in the story.
He's burning through your time,
Yeah,
Jim.
yeah. Right now you're up to 35
You know my
seconds.
do you know my
I
story?
don't, but I just wanted you to know. I didn't want you to go off in too big of a story and only have a.
It's going to be easy
So tell me when I should start the clock.
now.
Okay, go.
Dignitary comes to Monarch Dunes to help us christen the golf course. They come to the challenge course. First hole.
Dignitaries
Hold on.
and christening.
Local dignitary.
What is this?
I'm here to see James DeLabe.
John-
No,
me, please.
that's not what happened, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
My lord, over to the driving range, my lord. So,
So
entering the range, Sir Winston. All right, Jim.
you're fine. So John Scardino had invited him, and I was out there on the first tee of the challenge, and there's 35 people out there, press, all kinds of stuff.
Minute 5.
And John says to me, "You're going to have him hit. He has never
Sir
played."
Winston? Sir Winston.
Just basically, you can
All
call
right.
him Sir Winston. I'm not going to say names.
I'm going to call him Sir
You're
Winston.
going to have him hit it towards the first green from the
Brilliant!
black tee. First hole
All right.
challenge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you play? What other sports do you play? Tennis. Good. This is a
Tiddlywinks?
tennis racket, and we're going to play tennis. Clip that tee with the bottom of your tennis racket, and he hit it on the green. That's all I'm saying.
Love 20.
In the air.
All right. So so you would tell somebody
they had a
that hit it like a tennis ball.
If they had a
I'm
sport.
not talking just one individual. I'm talking that you've had Sir Winston coming out here as dignitaries and you're christening.
how I did it.
christening
That's all I'm
people.
saying.
So would your one tip to any person that showed up say hit it like a tennis racket?
Athletic move. Let's find a sport or something like rock skipping or something. What I would do is instant memory.
Plate balancing.
Chess.
I like chess.
Curling.
Bumper pool.
Hit it like a bumper pool ball.
Yeah.
So
Egg toss.
I'm serious. You're an instructor. Would you be? You
had to
you
do
don't
it.
have a 20-minute interview with Sir Winston. You don't. So but you got this middle-aged person shows up. I want to learn. You have 2 minutes to give him a golf lesson. So if I got this right, you'd ask him what sports they played, and you would relate it to one of those sports. Motion.
had
I
to.
forgot to ask you a
I'm
question.
had
asking
to.
not history. I'm talking future person shows
I
up.
forgot
would
to
do the
ask you a
same
question.
thing.
Yeah.
Does the beginner golfer have all their limbs?
No, that was the trick.
That was the trick
that
question
was the
part?
yeah.
Okay. I knew
Yeah,
there
so
was
it
something I was forgetting.
They had
to
one
ask.
leg. Dang. So that's why I challenge you with balance.
I knew there was a
So-
reason.
So that's interesting, guys. And both of you, it took a little longer. And I'm proud of Sir Winston. The thing he didn't say is hit 14 balls on the second hole in the water.
By the way, only one ball. That's all I'm saying. It worked.
Did he hit to the ad court, or was it no let
Hit it on the
service?
green and it was
All right.
fascinating. That's all I gotta say.
Did you know that was going to happen?
So I had this dignitary show up, and we had a christening.
No, but when they told, when
I
they,
didn't know it was going to happen. Scardino
they
said,
didn't. You didn't know
no,
this.
John goes, get him on the green.
But you teach students every single day, and you have beginners coming all the time. I have seen your bag of tricks, and I'm sure there's a tennis racket in there somewhere. But I was just being very serious. If you just had 2 minutes and Mike talks about dynamic balance through the motion, and holding the club properly so they have a relation to the club face. See me getting all serious here now? This is Billy Gibbs being serious. I'm still figuring out what Sir Winston was up to. But you would, if I get you right, you would ask your student, what other sports have you played? and you would try to relate that athletic motion to that sport, or even skipping stones in a pond. You mentioned. Is that what you would just asking? Is that what?
Yeah.
You would, okay.
Thank God he played tennis. Be honest with you.
I'm a scuba
It was
diver.
a great meant to be moment.
I'm a professional deep sea diver. Oh wow!
I would dig. I'm digging.
Breathe.
You got to hold your breath a long time. Those guys that go down, straight down and up, they're always dying.
Yeah.
So that's fascinating. You guys are good. I'll give you. Well, I like your. I'll give you. Your outcome for Sir Winston was awesome. Did you see him ever hit another shot after that?
Never.
Your story would have changed. I'm assuming. I don't know.
I don't know.
But and Mike,
Never.
well done, bud. Well done.
I passed.
Not bad.
I felt like the time kind of like sped up on me there.
But you're
like
trying to explain.
I think the time clock maybe malfunctioned a little bit.
Are none of you curious what I would say? Because
I was waiting. I thought you were
I
going to
didn't know
say
it was my turn. I was just, I would hand him the club and tell him to brush the grass at the bottom of the swing.
What if they grab the head part of the club?
I'd hand him the club properly and just say,
okay.
"Here's the club."
I'm just
I would
asking.
hand him the club by the grip and just say, "Hold it comfortably," and brush the grass at the bottom of the swing.
Would there be a welcoming ceremony?
We would, after the ball, we would have everybody, we would have the court bring them down to the driving range.
A cup of tea.
We would have tea and crumpets. And then we would send out the dogs. And then I would tell them to brush.
It's time for the hunt.
And my person, by the way, had no royalty to them. They work as a bus driver. They just came off to the golf course, said, "Oh, hey, I want to play the game." And I said, "Well, here's a club. Brush the grass, swing it back and forth, and brush the grass at the bottom, both directions."
You said he's a bus driver?
He was, yeah. He's what he's doing now? Playing professional golf. Yeah. Thank you.
No, but you know what? If the guy said he was a bus driver, I would have said, pretend you're using the handle to open the door.
So, but it's all.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if you think about this, guy, because you guys went off like 4 minutes explaining your thing. I looked 8 seconds.
You said explain in 2 minutes.
8 seconds.
You said explain in 2 minutes.
You had 2 minutes, right? So the guys.
Mike's my advocate.
So, but my follow up was,
if you told me one thing I could say, then I just say balance. That's the number.
But on one foot, balance your checkbook, balance diet.
No, just
balance your time and work and pleasure.
Your goal is to finish and balance. That's it.
Okay, finish and balance.
Yeah.
Now we're getting better. I'm adding a bonus point to that your story.
So
finish and balance.
The ladies clinics we do on Wednesday night. That's
your
the first
weekly checkbook. Finish that in balance.
No, finish facing your target in balance. That's always.
So if we added brush the grass on the swing and finish in balance,
right.
The two of us, and then we have Sir Winston.
But he had a T clip.
I went to the T clip.
That was
What's
cool.
the T clip?
I told him pretend like it's the bottom of the tennis racket and clip the tee before he hit the ball. One clip, put the ball, and he clipped it.
If he's playing graphite rackets, that could splinter. But you don't want to, because Monica Seles used to scrape with the tennis all the time, and she would break.
So there we go.
No, she would break her racket.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear the T clip.
That's funny.
So
yes, I did.
That's not but T clipping, and I'm just being devil's advocate, keeps the club above the ground, so people like so if he's brushing grass, lets them know that the bottom.
I do not want him hitting the grass on his first shot of the day.
It's the
grass.
Tee. Get the club under that ball.
The tee is the grass, by the way.
So it doesn't mean brush the grass before ball. It just means brush the grass.
I do think in your situation, that was like, to me, the best thing you ever could have said to somebody like that. Because if you don't,
I was on the spot.
Pardon, sir. Pardon. Sir, have you played tennis lately? And
white coats, please. White coats.
A dignitary. That's awesome.
I don't want to say names.
When's the last time you taught a dignitary, Mike?
I don't think I ever have. Not to my knowing.
I gave Meryl Streep a lesson. Is that considered? Yeah.
Let's hear that conversation.
Is that considered dignitary? No, she's an celebrity.
What exactly?
Well, dignitary is someone that's, what is it? Define dignitary, Jim.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
He's a government official in the area.
Oh, so it was a...
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Government.
I call him a dignitary.
government officials. I've ever taught, local government, stuff like that. So never, right? So, yeah, I guess I've given a few.
I don't think I ever.
Assemblymen and I think I gave the.
If I did, I didn't
Great
know.
Barrington Board of Trustee dude or something like that. But
Sir Wilbur of Worcester.
on the tee, serving.
And you wonder why I get sore throats.
Serving. So did he
Serving.
overhand? I mean, did he toss the ball up?
What if he did that? He's like,
He tossed the ball
do you
up.
play tennis?
And it's,
And you go in front of all these people, and he just picks the ball off the tee, and he throws it up in the air, the golf ball, and ting.
and he knocks it on the green.
That would have been amazing.
That's awesome, Jim. So we got to talk about this tee clip versus grass clip because
How about let's
how
ta-
many beginners
Yes.
top the ball
Let-
all day long?
Let's take a break and come
Oh.
back with that, because that's perfect. Tee clip
battle.
versus grass clip.
tee clipping or
I love it.
or brushing of the
I love
grass.
it. Let's come back with that. Golf Talk Radio brought to you by Nikki Anderson, Realtor Broker Associate. Give Nikki a call today at 805-235-3327. You want to list your home? You want to buy a home? You want to just talk real estate? 805-235-3327. Nikki Anderson. .theccrg.com. That's Central Coast Realty Group. You can also visit golftalkradio.com. Click on the Hawaiian picture with the golf course. That's the vrbo.com listing for Nikki's condominium in Maui. Listing number 614266. We'll be right back with tee clipping or grass clipping right here at Golf Talk Radio with Mike Bill.